Hey everyone, so this is a Treadmill Talks, and you will notice I'm not on the treadmill. That is because I ended up doing the Treadmill Talks last week, and I recorded for a full hour. And then I thought to myself, you know what? No one is going to listen to an entire hour of you talking, and I really wanted you guys to hear a couple of things. So this is going to be a special edition of the Treadmill Talks. So I want a little bit of input from you guys first. What is the time limit you'd like to see? Because my plan, I'm going to walk for an hour, but I'm going to set a timer that'll beep and tell me, okay, this is the end of the discussion for today. So I got a bunch of things that I want to talk about, and I figure I'll keep doing it on the treadmill because it gives me something to do during cardio, which is something we all need, right? So today, though, I want to talk about something that's very important, and it's mindset. So a lot of people will say, the first thing you got to do to really motivate yourself is set that goal. Set that goal. Well, let me tell you something about goals. I've set a lot of goals, and I've achieved some, and I've completely failed others. And the difference, the only thing that really matters is the mindset. Because if you do not have a mindset to get you focused, you're not going to have any motivation. You're not going to stick to the goal. You're going to make excuses why you can't do it. You're going to find better things to do with your time, and you're not going to ever do this. So motivation is something that leaves. You know, you may, like January 1st, all the people that do resolutions, you're really motivated for right there because you set a goal, you want to go do it. Motivation fades. If you get the mindset, it won't. So first I'm going to give you an example that has nothing to do with lifting, something that I've changed, and then I'm going to talk about lifting. I've had a lot of problems with my work. Okay, so those of you who know a lot about me know that I gained over 100 pounds in a year due to stress and not being able to eat and developing ulcers. Like, my health went really bad. I've left three different jobs now due to anger. And I have a lot of problems with anger. I don't know what it is about it, but with my job in particular, I get really, really angry when people don't do the right thing, when they don't do what they're supposed to do. And this has always bothered me. Well, in December, I was looking at this, and I was just getting so angry, and it was spilling over into my personal life and everything else. And I stopped, and I said, why am I doing that? What is the mindset that I have? And the mindset was, I want everything to be right. I want everything to be perfect. Well, I don't have that power. I'm here to do a job. That's what I was hired to do. So I changed my mindset. My mindset now is do everything right for me, do what I was paid to do, provide the best value for the dollar that I'm getting paid for, and leave it at that. Do exactly what I'm supposed to do my best at that, but don't get mad because other people don't. I can't force my vision on someone else. You can't have a personal trainer getting so mad that their clients aren't doing what they're supposed to do. You're going to have a miserable life. Change your mindset. So with lifting, you know, a lot of people have goals to lift a lot. We have to have the mindset for that. You have to have the mindset for the long term, not the short term. And where this applies to me in particular right now during this challenge is dieting. I have failed dieting numerous times. And I've been tracking my weight almost every single day since January 1st of 2016, where I weighed 282 pounds. And I've gone down to 250 4 different times, and then just right back up to 277, 275. I look like a roller coaster, okay? Why is it that I've never stuck to it? Because my mindset wasn't there. My mindset has been strong, man. I need to be as strong as possible. Well, what happens to the goal of making weight when my mindset's not there? Well, when I start getting weaker because I'm dieting and I'm trying to maintain the muscle mass and the strength, but with dieting at a certain point, you're not going to have the energy. Your strength's going to go down a little bit. If your mindset's not right, if your mindset's, I need to lift as much as possible, the diet fails. And that's what's happened. And I keep getting off the diet. Well, thanks to Craig and Greg Will Fitness coming up with this cable challenge, I changed my mindset. And this has just been completely different for me. Now, yeah, I'm nowhere near making weight yet, but I haven't had that, tonight I deadlifted 475 for 2, and the second felt miserable, and Glenn pulled 495, and he wanted me to try it, and I was like, I don't think I'm going to pull it, and I went in there, and I didn't pull it. Any other point, the diet would be on the chopping block, because 495 is something that I always want to be able to pull. Like, I want to be able to walk up to 495 and always pull it, and I always have, with the exception of being on a diet. But my mindset's not there. It doesn't even bother me tonight, because what's the focus? Looking like a superhero. What's the mindset? We're dieting to look good. We're not dieting to make weight for strongman and keep that, super high lift where we want it. That's not the mindset. So to reach your goals, you have to put yourself in the mindset, because the motivation is going to fail. But if you keep that mindset, when you really think about it, what's my mindset? Your motivation pops back up. I've been sitting here looking at channels that I wouldn't normally watch, like bodybuilding and all these things, because that's part of looking like a superhero, right? I've got that mindset that, okay, I'm doing bicep curls. Why am I doing bicep curls? Because that's part of it, right? The entire mindset has changed. So for all of you, no matter what you're doing, if you want to reach a goal, that's great, set your goal. But you need to find the mindset that's going to keep you there. Because let me tell you, I've had a lot of things that I have failed at. I've had a lot of great plans, great goals that I've just given up on because the mindset was there. I had my own business. I wrote a book, and I just couldn't get myself to go back and write the second draft and do the editing. I've had all sorts of plans for writing other books and drawing and opening up other businesses and all this stuff. And it didn't happen because I didn't have that mindset. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. This right here. So June 19th, I weighed 277. The official start of the superhero challenge that I'm doing was almost a week later, and I weighed in at 271.4. So that's my official start weight. But I was 277. So I had already started dialing it down, and I weighed in at 255. I've been 255 for 3 days this week, and I actually, for a brief second, was under 255. And it's because of that motivation. And I would normally be fighting the scale going, oh no, it went up 0.2 or it went up a pound, and I'd freak out about it. That's what I've done every diet. But it doesn't faze me right now because the motivation is different. The motivation is, how am I looking in the mirror today? It's really hard with me because I'm very overweight to actually see changes. But my lifting belt has now gone in 2 notches. I only have 1 hole left on the belt. My shirts are starting. It's kind of nice because, again, superhero, I'm still a little tight around the shoulder region, and this is a pretty big shirt, so this one's a little bit baggy. But like my work shirts and my normal shirts, this is a 3X, I wear a 2X. It's still kind of tight, so I haven't lost a lot in the shoulder and the arm region, but the belly is starting to float around. For those of you who saw the Instagram post of me attempting to do pull-up and failing miserably, you can see how baggy my normal clothes are. My regular belt has gone in a notch, and it's getting ready to go in a second notch. So I'm not really seeing a whole lot of muscular changes, but I am seeing changes in the mirror, and that's keeping that motivation going. Okay, what do I need to do to work on today? What do I need to lift to get better? Do I need to do the cardio to lose more weight? And that's what is going to make you succeed on your goals, is the motivation. You can't lose sight of why you're doing the things you're doing. If you just have a goal to lift a lot, but you don't have the motivation to stick to a plan and give it everything you've got, you're going to be cheating reps. You're going to go in there and max early. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to do a lot of things. If you're going to do a diet and you just want to hit a weight, but you don't have the motivation to get there, you're going to quit like I did. You're just going to give up. Anything in life, if you set that goal and you really want it, you need to find that mindset that's going to keep you motivated every single day. Every single day you're going to wake up, you're going to look in the mirror, and you're going to say, today, I am going to do this. So I wake up, today, no, I'm not having that extra pop. I am going to look like a superhero. I am going to do what it takes. I'm going to eat this nasty spinach and these vegetables and eat this chicken and not have dessert every single day because that's what it takes. I don't care what it tastes like. And it's just an entire different mentality. Get that mindset, get that mentality of what you need to do and buy into it wholeheartedly. And that's the only way you're going to be able to achieve it. I've used it with lifting. I wanted to pull 550, and I had this deadlift plan. I wrote it from November to December. I didn't use somebody else's, and I went in there and I had I'm pulling these reps. I'm not pulling more than these reps. I'm doing these reps because that's what I need to get 550, right? But in the sense that it's always been, okay, I tore my rotator cuff. I need to get back to 550. Well, I wasn't really committed to that because I had all these other things going on and I was trying to diet. Pick one goal, pick one motivation, and give yourself to that. Don't do it in the exclusion of everything else. I'm not telling you to go out there and sacrifice your family time or your work or anything else. I'm saying get that mindset that you're not going to screw up your goals by letting your mind slip. You had a bad day at work, don't go cheat on your food. Have that motivation. You don't feel like working out because you had a bad day at work or you got in a fight with somebody. Don't skip that workout. Have that mindset where you need it to be to succeed on your goals. And that is almost 11 minutes now, so I'm going to cut it here. Let me know what you guys think about the time for these videos, anything that you would like to see going forward. If you think I should just do it like this instead of on the treadmill, if it's easier to listen to or anything like that. But I just really wanted to get that out to you guys, and hopefully the video is short enough that you can hear that message, because it has really helped me both in work, like I said, changing that mindset, and now with dieting. Because if I can maintain this mindset, I'm going to make weight. It's not a if, it's a when. It's going to take a while because I'm not doing a crash dieting. I want a sustainable diet to maintain the strength. It's not to look skinny. It's not to make weight. It's to look like a superhero. So you have to maintain that muscle mass. And I want to be able to lift like a superhero at the end of it, right? That's the ultimate goal. So that is it for this video. Go lift something heavy.